Hey, what's up everybody? So New Balance hasn't released a pair of 998s in quite a while, but New Balance has finally brought back the 998 in collaboration with Kith. So in this video, I'll be reviewing the 998 Apricot inspired by Frank Lloyd Wright. So with that being said, let me show you guys a quick look and let's get into this review. So these retail for $220 and it was two colorways. Here the Apricot and also the Chutneys. This pack had 3 official launches, the first one being on April 14 and it was an in-store exclusive at the Kith Japan store. The second one was on April 15 and it was at the Taliesin West location in Arizona, and the last one was on April 17, which was the Monday program, which dropped through the Kith app. This pack was inspired by the work of Frank Lloyd Wright, who was an American architect, and he designed more than 1,000 structures over a creative period of 70 years. Wright played a key role in the architectural movement of the 20th century. This pack is also celebrating the 30th anniversary of the 998, which released in 1993, but that information seems a little bit inconsistent because according to New Balance, it's the 35th anniversary, so I myself am confused. So if you guys know for sure if it's the 30th or 35th anniversary, definitely let me know in the comments below. So getting into this colorway, guys, I really had a lot of trouble picking which of the 2 colorways I like the most, because to be honest, they were so close. One had some colors that I liked more or vice versa, but at the end I decided to go with the Apricot. I guess maybe because of the orange colors here. It was definitely different compared to other colorways that I have in my collection, so I decided to go with this one. But honestly, the other colorway was also pretty nice. You basically have some orange primarily here on the mudguard, and then you have some different shades of gray throughout the upper part of the shoe. You do have a really nice green color here on the heel counter, and then you also have like a very light pink above that, which is a nice little detail. On the quarter panel on the lateral side, the suede there looks like a very light green color, and then on the medial side it switches over to a traditional gray color. You also have different colors on both end logos. On the lateral side it's white and it's sitting on top of a green color, and then on the medial side it's orange and is sitting on top of a tan color. Then on the midsole you have an off-white and white color midsole. On the outsole you have an off-white outsole, and then around the forefoot part of the outsole it's in a dark green color. On the inside part of the shoe you have a dark green sock lining, and then the insoles have custom branding where the right shoe has the New Balance and Fike branding, and then the left shoe has the Frank Lloyd Wright branding. Both insoles have custom graphic sketching. In terms of the materials used on the upper part of the shoe, it's primarily going to be made out of the pigskin suede, and then the underlays of the shoe is the mesh material. On the front of the tongue you have the 998 New Balance Made in USA embroidered. These come out of the box with these really nice cream laces. The laces are exactly the same ones from the Kith Genesis 990 V3s that dropped a few years ago. They also come with 2 additional laces, one in the white color and also these rope laces that have like these hiking style lace design. Unfortunately on these you don't have 3M because the end logos here are made out of leather. One thing that you'll notice on a pair of 998s is that they do have like this plastic material around the ankle, a little bit lower than your ankle, but it's just to provide additional support. All the way to the back of the shoe above the heel counter you will find a New Balance branding embroidered, and that's in a yellow color. Underneath the heel counter you will find the classic 998 heel stabilizer, and that is in a plastic material in a dark gray color. When it comes to the cushioning system with the 998 was actually the first New Balance sneaker that featured absorbed material, and here you're gonna find that on the lateral side you got that big absorbed branding, and it's basically like an EVA foam material. On the outsole is primarily a rubber outsole, but then around the mid part of this outsole is basically that similar EVA foam material. You do have the New Balance 998 branding all the way to the heel part of this outsole. One of my favorite things of collaboration is when they include a unique or custom box that represents what the whole collaboration is about, because that just adds another level of detail. And in this collaboration, they definitely did that. I know this box has gotten a lot of love because of the design that they use here. And on the lid here, you're gonna find the New Balance branding in like this glossy material, and that is sitting on top on what looks like a miniature Frank Lloyd Wright design. When you open the box, they do come with a unique tissue paper, and that is also a pencil drawn out sketch from a Frank Lloyd design. When it comes to sizing with the 998, I suggest going a half a size down from your regular size. If you already own a few pair of made in USA New Balance sneakers, then I suggest you go with that size. With my first pair of 998s, I went with a size 10, and those definitely fit a little bit too long. I sometimes experience some heel slippage, but with these, I went with a 9.5, and they definitely fit a lot better, more snug, but in a good way, in a comfortable way than that size 10 that I bought a while back. In terms of comfort with the 998, I have no problem with how the upper part of the shoe feels. The only thing is the midsole here feels a little bit too firm, and it's not uncomfortable or anything like that. I just wish it was a little bit softer. So if I was to compare these with like a 990 V6 or V5, V3, whatever, I will definitely not rank these at that level, but they are comfortable, definitely good for all day wear. I'm sure you won't have a problem there. All right, guys, so my final thoughts on this collaboration. Like I said earlier, I had so much trouble picking which colorway I wanted to go with because I knew I was not going to get both colorways. I just needed one because at the end of the day, they look kind of similar, but they're also not. It was weird how the first official photos, when they were being released, how much difficulty you had picking or even realizing that it was two colorways. I know that Ronnie Fieg and his filters definitely did not help much, but as we started seeing official images from regular folks that were buying the shoes, you could definitely pinpoint which one was better. At the end of the day, I decided to go with this colorway by a very slim margin, and I guess it was primarily because of the orange color. It was just something different that I didn't have in my collection. In terms of the quality control and construction of these 998s, I would say that they're definitely not perfect. My pair, I don't know if it was the right or left shoe, had a little bit of a smudge or a little bit like a dirt stain, and also the mid panels or the suede panels here around the end logos, they look a little bit dented, and I don't know if it's because the way the shoes were sitting in the box or if it's something that is more of a 998 problem, but I feel like that was a little bit off when it comes to the overall construction of the shoe. Overall, the suede materials look and feel amazing. No issues there whatsoever. And finally, I'm glad that New Balance brought back the 998, especially because over the last few years, we've gotten a lot of 990 V2s and V3s, 550s. So it feels refreshing to bring back this shoe. And especially for a lot of folks, including myself, who is relatively, I guess, new to the New Balance world, it's good to, be able to appreciate a classic model like the 998, which goes back to 1993. Very long time, and I feel like this model has aged very well. It definitely has a more sleeker and slimmer look compared to most 990s that are more on that bulkier or chunky side of the style. So overall, I think that Ronnie Fieg and New Balance did a really good job here in this collaboration, and I will be looking forward to other 998s to drop this year. So with that being said, let me throw these bad boys on and show you guys how they look on feet. Alright guys, so that's it for me. Hopefully this video brought you a detailed look of the New Balance 998 in Kith in the Apricot colorway inspired by Frank Lloyd Wright. Let me know in the comments below which of the two colorways you prefer. And like always guys, thank you so much for tuning in. To all the new subscribers, thank you. Anybody who's stopping by for the first time, you like this type of content, you like this video, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, comment below. It just helps this channel grow, and I would appreciate that very much. I'll leave a link to my Instagram page below and some affiliate links if you're interested. So that's it guys. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.